Hello everyone, this is Kenny, your English teacher. And actually I just made a terrible mistake and I had to now make a new video, but it's okay. But anyways, this is about the English class in English with a little girl, and she's actually a fourth grader in elementary school. And this video is about the sixth class with her and also seventh class with her. So I'm going to tell you what happened or what I taught her in the sixth class and seventh class. Sixth class, to be honest, actually it wasn't as great as the fifth class, but then there was something definitely, she got it here. So I'll go all the way up here. So okay, this is the chatting log with me and her mother. So in the class, she has the class with me, of course. I mean, not the mother, but the little girl. And I write everything in mother's chatting log. It's because she doesn't really have the smartphone yet, so that's why I give it to mother. And also mother also receives all the recorded files. I record all the voice files in the class, and she listens to it time to time, and then she decides what to teach her children with. And that's how the class goes. Let's see. So it took 15 minutes by car. I remember I asked her, what did you do? And then she said she went to meet her aunt. And then I asked her, is aunt living far from here? Does aunt live far from here? And she said it took 15 minutes by car. So she understand pretty much. And yes, and I wanted her to say some long sentences. And also, what is important here? Let's see. I wanted her to understand a little bit of infinitive here. So I taught her how to make, explain some reasons after the sentence finishes. Like, it takes 20 minutes for me, the reasons, how to say the reasons. Or do something. To do something, we do what? That's what I taught. It takes 20 minutes for me. I do something. Do what? To finish school math homework. So to finish math homework, it takes 20 minutes. So that's what I taught her. And she actually remembered it in sixth class, seventh class. How long does it take? So when we talk about the distance, we don't really talk about how many kilometers or how many meters, we don't say that, right? So the what we say about this is it's actually about like how long it takes. Then I also need to teach her how to ask people that. So it was, how long does it take? It's the fixed one. Anywhere you go, if they speak in English, then this is the only way to ask the time, how much time it takes. Literally, that's the only verb you use. How long does it take for you to go to your friend's house? How long does it take? So I repeat again and again until she can guess it right. And it takes 15 minutes. How old were you that time? What are you scared of? Oh, I remember she said something. She's scared of something. It was a stormy day that day, and I asked her if she is afraid of storm or thunder. She said, so, a little. So I asked her, then what are you scared of? And she was thinking about something, but she couldn't really figure it out. So she's not scared of anything, kinda. That's brave, right? So what did you do today? Simple. That's what I did today. Oh, I wanted her to learn that's what I did today, which means what as relative pronoun. Then, yeah, she can make much more sentences with what. And I went to school. How long did you play the piano? So it's about time again. How long. Then pencil A is longer than pencil B. What I taught her is comparative and superlative, which means she needs to know how to compare two things. Maybe I talk about the lengths of two things. So A, the water bottle is longer or taller than lip balm. So other way around. The water bottle is less tall than lip balm. And there are two more ways. The lip balm is shorter than water bottle. The lip balm is less short than water bottle. Of course, we don't say less short, but we can still do that. So I taught her that, and I actually literally used the little pen and short pen, long pen, and glue, length middle, and that's how I did. And then glue is longer than the pencil. Pencil is shorter than glue. Is glue higher or pencil B? So I gave her many comparisons until she guessed it right. So she got the idea, oh, this is less something or more something or younger or older. So I gave her more questions here, true or false. Father is taller than my sister, true or false. And first time she didn't understand what's true, what's false. So I explained a lot. True is, did I explain though? Nah, I don't think I did. I just used the dictionary to show her the word because, true and false, this is kind of abstract. So that's why to explain this, it needs a lot of effort. So I used the dictionary to show her the word in Korean, and she got it in a second, of course. So abstract word, if you don't want to spend too much time on this, then you just tell them what it is. But then I can't just tell her. It's because she knows me as a foreigner, then I'm not supposed to speak in Korean, so that's why I use the dictionary. Sometimes I use Google. I just ask Google, hey Google, what is true in Korean? And Google, of course, say it. It doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't.
I suppose anything's possible.
Okay, thank you. So, father is taller and blah blah blah. Pencil A is difficult. Talk about the book in English. You can swim. Oh, she asked me, you can swim? And I corrected her sentence. I gave her instant feedback. The correction, can you swim? I changed. And then I'll not go anywhere. I'll stay home. Did you ever eat movie? I think that's the sentence she made. You can show me when you want. Where is your home? Break. The clock is broken. So after that, after the comparative and also a superlative, we talked about something, else things. And this is what I talked with her mother. So she gave me some kind of feedback about how her daughter feels about my class, and it's literally like 5 stars. And okay, so I gave her some kind of feedback, what she need to do now for her daughter, and it is time for you to teach your daughter this and that. And I also made some teaching material for her, and it's probably here. So I guess, there's Quizlet, right? I can show you the Quizlet. So yes, I made this comparison and superlative. So this is what I made for her. So she can learn, write, spell, test. She can do many things here. So I actually used it in the class, and I think that was in the 7th class a little, and 6th class too. So anyways, I don't want him to give blah blah blah, and we talked a lot. And I also suggested that maybe she can use Khan Academy later. So this is my goal now. I want her to watch all the classes in Khan Academy, understanding it fully. That's my goal. I want to put her in the orbit of English study so that she can, once I put her there, and then she can learn like self-teach, right? So she can learn only by herself, reading books or find something she wants on the internet. So she doesn't need a teacher. Why? Because she's the teacher herself. It's possible. How do I know? Because I taught myself. I'm the first prototype of my English class, and second one is somewhere in Korea now. He got it within 5 months, and she's really fast now. She's even faster. In 7th class, she improved a lot, really, I want to tell you. But to tell you, maybe I need to use some voice recorded file, but I will make that later. Maybe I need to ask mother once, and then maybe I'll record some video if possible, but then not right now. So I want to give her some more time. But seriously, she understands the structure of English now fully. Okay. So yeah, this is the thing, Did you just see? I asked her how long does it take, and then I check it in the next class so that she understands it first in the first class, and then I double check whether she still understands. So if she still remembers, that is great, and then I make it solid. The memory, I make the memory solid. If she doesn't, and I do it one more time until she can do it right. So it's all about how many times you do it. It's not about how long time you do it or how many years you did it. No, it's not. It's how many times. That's it. That's all it takes. So let's say to learn English and to speak in English fluently, it may take 5.1 year in America. Then let's break it down by times. How many times did the person speak this word for 5.1 years? Let's say this is 1,000 times. You go home and say the word 1,000 times in 10 days, within 10 days, then you get to speak as good as her in 10 days. Do you believe that? It's actually possible. So it's all about how many times. So let's go here. Yeah, it takes 20 minutes to play the piano. See how great I am. Look at that. I did this exactly same thing in the next class, but shorter time, right? Finish playing ing, she gets it. Playing the piano 20, finishing the school homework 15. So now I check whether she still remembers comparative. So playing the piano long time, finishing the school homework short time. So I ask her which is the answer here. Finishing school homework takes longer or shorter? She says shorter. Great, is it? Wait a second. Oh yeah. Great. So I asked her who is tallest among the family members. So here's the thing. I actually in the 6th class I couldn't really teach her superlative because comparative. I can put things like one by one like this. Yes. Taller, shorter. But the problem is if I have 3 things here, then it is difficult to say tallest and shortest. So this is kind of abstract, the concept is abstract. So that's why it was a little difficult. So I told her mother to teach her, please, and she nailed it. So now she understands it. I found it yesterday. No, not here yet. Can't find. Taller. My sister is less. Okay, so all the way comparison here. And yeah, she still remembers less tall. And what else? Okay, when was the last class? So she still remembers last week, Monday. Oh, she said it in a second. And then I was like, oh my God, it's just very, too quick. Like how fast she learns. That makes me happier than anything else. Seriously, in the class I teach her and then I'm healed. All the like bad or negative things just blow away. I like the class. Okay, describe with what is it? Describing with I don't know. Surname. She didn't get the idea what surname is, so I had to teach her what surname was. Then she said Hyewon. Oh, okay. Anyways, it's her name. So Kenneth Kim. I told her that's my name. So what is your surname? My name is Kenneth Kim, and my father's name is blah blah blah. And Kim is my surname. Kenneth is my first name. What is your first name? What is your surname? And then it took a little while to get the answer from her. So anyways, yeah, the longer it takes, the solid it will be. It's actually good. So I like them both, which I like melon. I want to have both. Who do you like more, Sharpay or Gabriella? So here's important thing again. Who do you like more, Sharpay or Gabriella? So Gabriella and Sharpay, they are some characters in High School Musical, the movie that she likes. And so, yeah, English should start somewhere, something with something that they like. So I always ask myself before the class, I go meditation for 3 minutes in the car before I head to the class, and then I imagine in my head the best class ever possible, in 3 minutes. Then I imagine that, and then I try my very best to make it happen in the class. So I ask myself always, so why? I ask so many whys. I asked myself, why did she start the class with me in the first place? She wanted to watch that drama, High School Musical, the movie, without subtitle. That was her first intention. I should never ignore that. So I always let her imagine how it would be to, watch the High School Musical without subtitle. Sometimes I ask her, so did you watch High School Musical? And she said yes. And okay, did you use subtitle or did you hear? And she said she heard. And then how many percent did you understand? And she said, well, more than 50. Then I was like, great, really? You're amazing. So I think her listening is really great though. But then I wish she can hear and understand everything in High School Musical, and then I want her to have wonderful memory with, having with the English. That's what I want. One memory that she of achievement will make her be on the orbit and then teach herself for the rest of her life. She never needs a teacher because everything is on the internet. Seriously, why do you even pay? But I get paid to teach. Anyways, come on, so I'll find another job. So okay, I like Gabriella more. I like Sharpay less. I said, but she likes them both anyways. So next is all about like comparative, right? So who do you like the most among all the High School Musical characters? So now I want her to remember superlative. And then what did she say? I like Gabriella the most among all the High School Musical characters. Nailed it. She nailed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 words. And how many elementary school students can nail it in 1 or 2 seconds? She just nailed it. I mean, she just made the sentence without thinking about it, which means she did not think in Korean. Do you get it? Do you really get it? She did not think in Korean. She thought in English. She didn't even notice that she thought in English. Without thinking about Korean language, she made English sentence. There's huge gap between thinking English and speaking English. Anyone can speak in English. You think Korean sentences and then make it English. That's how people do in Korea, right? But thinking English is something else. Your sentences will be more precise, and also this is more accurate and more natural. And she can make sentences at least four times faster, and it's all natural, So this is how she learns, She just repeat things, and I just look at her eyes, and then how she mumbles, and then I know what she needs, and I know what she wants, and I know what she wants to talk about, and then I give her like instant feedback. Then she's like, bam, she can do it. She nails it. So what's next? How often do you watch TV? How often do you have meal? Have had. Oh, okay. She made a grammar mistake here about present, past participle, all that, and so I just gave her instant feedback too. Often. She didn't really understand often, so she asked me, teacher, what is often? And I was like, oh, okay, I'll give you that. And I was like, I have 3 meals a day. How often? How many times? Yeah, exactly, right? You need to give your children or your student what can substitute the word that she doesn't know. So just give her that. If there's nothing, then try to explain with all the sources you have. Please try it. Body language or draw it on the paper. Whatever you can do, just do it. Do it. As long as she can guess it, succeeded. So next, how often do you watch TV? 1 hour, 34 minutes, or 2 hours? So it's not really often answer. So this is about how long. So I needed to make the difference between those two so that she gets, right? So I made the situation here. Hey Kenny, how often do you watch TV? I watch TV 3 times a day. Is it? Yeah. And next is, hey Kenny, how many times do you watch TV? And I went like, I watch TV 3 times a day. What is that? Same. I made a mistake, I think, but she understood anyways. So how many times do you read a book? Okay. How many times do you read books a day? I read books 1 time. Now she understands it, right? One time, once, or 2 times, twice. So I told her 1 time can be once, twice can be 2 times. How long do you read books a day? So how long, how many times? I just give her more examples, more questions, so her guessing will be solid. So, okay, what else did I do? Oh, okay, infinitive. I checked if she still understands the infinitive. And okay. Can you believe this? Which is the best among High School Musical 1, 2, and 3? She answered this. I like High School Musical 3 best among more. A little awkward, but look at that. She made it. So, I like High School Musical 3 the most among them. I changed it. So, can you eat paper? I said, no. And what Korean food do you like? She said, what food do you like? Korean or something, just like that. So I told her that, yeah, you need to put what Korean food first before do you like? And she said pig meat. So I corrected pork and cow meat, beef. Oh, she said I like meat everything. But I wanted to correct the sentence a little, so I corrected. I like meat in general. Did I do? I don't remember what I really told her. But how many times you watch High School Musical 1? Oh, she asked me that. And I just give her instant feedback. Correction. How many times did you watch High School Musical 1? And then I asked her to repeat with me. So she said it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. To what end? Because it's all about how many times you say the sentence. You say the sentence under the same structure over and over again. And then it's just like, how can I say, reflex, Somebody touches you, then you'll just say the word. That's it, without thinking about it. So that should be your English. So the more you try it, the better your English will be. Don't worry, just started it today. So how old are you? 11 years old. How old? And blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, this is the thing. I always told her to start the sentences with I as subject. And then she needs to pick the verb for I and object. Or anything else. But anyways, you must make your children start the sentences with subject. Otherwise, they will never learn. Some children, they just say the word, yes, no, apple, banana, no. That way, they will never learn anything. So, okay, have you asked Hyun for the class was, blah, 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 I don't know. Yep, and this is the feedback for the class, and yeah, that's it. Anyways, yeah, this class, I even talk with the mother in English. So even the children, I mean the kids is taught by me, but mother learns pretty much same as the child. And it's good for everyone now, mother, children, and me. I'm really glad that I can teach this child. I gotta say, I am honored to teach her. She's great, she's brilliant. And you know what? I believe that all the children we can see, they are born genius. But then education, so-called I say, anti-education, they make children normal. It should never happen. You want the real education, you should find it. And nobody can teach children better than parents. So what I do is I only help parents until it is possible to teach your children yourself, or I teach your children to teach themselves, for them to teach themselves. Okay, that's what I do. That's why I don't teach long time. I just put everyone in the orbit and then they do it themselves. Sometimes they need some help, I help. That's it. That's how I teach. That's how I learned. That's how you will learn. Okay, so I think today's video is gonna end here, and this is actually 11:45, which means 1:45 midnight. So I wish you had a good day today, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye bye.